I went undercover with 12 different movements in total for 2 years. So I set up 5 different identities. I joined, for example, ISIS hacking groups. I joined jihadist bride groups. But I also joined groups on the neo-Nazi and far-right extremist side. For example, neo-Nazi groups in the US, but also I was also in the organization teams that were behind the Charlottesville rally in 2017 in the US, the white nationalist rally that ended in the death of one of the counter-protesters. And I was also in some of the networks that inspired the recent terrorist attacks in Christchurch, but also in the US and in Germany that we've seen over the past year.
Women and men are drifting apart in terms of their political views recently, especially in the younger generations. Women are tending to go into a more liberal, progressive direction on average, and more young men are going into a more conservative, right-wing direction. The most extreme example of this is in South Korea, but also other countries. Now combine this with another survey that found that actually now most people would not be willing to date someone from the opposite side of the political spectrum anymore. I mean, this is pretty bad news. So the gender gap plus not wanting to date the other side means pretty much what is the future of humanity? Are we still going to date and have babies? And that's actually quite a big concern in terms of just the future of what gender divisions might look like and how they develop. I do see a lot of potential for the private sector. And it's quite counterintuitive, but actually most people have the highest level of trust in their own employers. I know this is weird. I didn't think that people would actually trust their own employers that much, but they trust them more than they trust the government, media, even NGOs. So people have the highest level of trust in private sector businesses. And I think there's a huge potential for businesses to help reverse some of these trends and to help mend some of these divisions on a gender basis, on a political level, on all of these levels that we just saw.